Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. Please stand by for the upcoming fight. This time, Chaos will face up against the Greenskins.
So welcome to a new episode of Royal Rumble, a new ladder game or battlecast. This time I'm playing with Chaos and I'm facing up against the Greenskins. This was a really good game, really high ranked or high class ladder game. My opponent is a really high ranked player. It was a lot of fun to play against him. It was also very difficult. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So let's go to my army composition over here. As most of you know, I prefer to bring Chaos Chosen with Great Weapon against a Greenskin, because the Greenskins have so much trouble to deal with them. They're performing so well against everything Greenskin has. So also cavalry, infantry, every unit, no problem for them. Also, it is no problem for them to get sandwiched from behind and from the front. Also no charge-ins. They will eat everything. So the performance is so strong. It's nearly incredible. I recommend to do it by your own, or to try it at least. Make some tests with them against a Greenskin player. You will see how good they will perform. At the back line, we have aspiring champions. Of course, for the most part, or for most cases here, for the leadership buff. Where it is. Here, encourage. But also they perform really well. Of course, they are not so much models. So there are just a few models, but they perform really well against low tier infantry, especially because they have not a significant amount of armor piercing. So the armor piercing of them is 12. It's quite low, but the weapon strength overall is huge with 44, and also the armor that they perform very well against all low tier infantry. So they will make a lot of kills against Greenskin and Beastmen and all that stuff. So on the backline we have a group of Chaos Marauders, because on that build or this version I had some money or had some credits left. So I brought a usual unit of Chaos Marauders. The performance against low tier infantry over here should be also very good. So it's no problem. Then we have a Kulik over here, very strong, a lot of mobility. I used to bring Dragon Ogre Shagget, so we have a couple, but this time I played with a group of Swords of Chaos. I tried it. But at the next games I was going to play again with a Dragon Ogre Shagget, because my opinion, the Dragon Ogre Shagget has a lot of more mobility, because he can run through the front line over infantry units. You can simply run them over, and it's not so easy to do this with Swords of Chaos. So with Swords of Chaos you also have to flank your enemy to get behind the front line, and with a Dragon Ogre Shagget you just run through the front line to go behind that and kill enemy units behind the front line. So Dragon Ogre Shagget is, in my opinion, a better pick, even if the Swords of Chaos are very strong, of course, and have this Guardian ability that will give your heroes and lords physical resistance. Also very strong, but in this case I prefer Dragon Ogre Shagget. Then I have Chaos Warhounds, also very good to chase out routing units and kill goblin archers and rusty arrows and stuff like that. Very good. So let's go to my opponent. He has a very competitive lord pick over here. We have a Orc Warbos. He's very cheap, but on that Wyvern it is very good. You have a lot of mobility on that Wyvern. You can constantly cycle charge into units. It's a very good pick. So also you have a lot of armor piercing amount on that Wyvern. So the armor piercing is 300. That is huge against, and you know, Chaos is well known for their armor. That is a really good pick against. The most competitive pick against Chaos, in my opinion, for Greenskin is to bring a Lord on the Wyvern. It should not be don't have to be the Oak Warbos, but it's a cheap option. I love this. Very good over here. Then we have Orc Boys, Black Orcs, a lot of Black Orcs, Orcs mixed with Biggins, Black Orcs, Biggins, Black Orcs, very competitive, everything over here, very good, strong infantry line. On the side, Orc Boys, you can see a little bit on the side for charge-ins. Very wide formation. Orc Boys also on the side. Then we have Forest Spider Riders. I'm not sure about that. Wouldn't bring that. In my opinion, not a really good option, because quite useless against Chaos. Then we have Goblin Archers also here. Of course, they will not, against very heavily armored Chosen or Collect, they are quite useless because the armor piercing amount is 1. I wouldn't bring that at all. But these guys over here, the Rusty Arrows, they will have armor sundering, so they will damage the armor or reduce the armor of my units. That is very good. Also, the damage is quite okay, quite good, even if the armor piercing of that is 1. But the armor sundering ability is very good, very strong against Chaos. Then we have a Night Goblin Shaman. Stop over here. So Night Goblin Shaman, I wouldn't bring that, I think. We have Itchy Nuisance. That is okay, reduces melee attack and weapon damage. In my opinion, it would be more important to bring to reduce the armor. I don't know, I wouldn't bring a Goblin Shaman at all, I think. Even if this sneaky stabbing with that will increase the armor piercing amount and melee attack is very good. Another Goblin Archers over here, and then we have Orc Boy Biggins with a lot of armor piercing amount. If you bring cavalry, it should be a Orc Boy Biggin unit, because they have a lot of armor piercing. So let's go over here. You can see he cast it at the beginning. Gog will fix it. You can see it will reduce the speed, the charge bonus. So it's very good over here. So my charge bonus is it's reduced. You can see it charging over here, over here, over here, and over here. I was not sure what I do with my Chaos Warhounds with poison, because there is not really a good target for them actually, and it was not so easy to flank on the left side. You can see he closed the left side very good over here also. And with the Orc Boy Biggins, they are coming now from behind. So I take my Swords of Chaos and chased in the group of Orc Boys. See it over here. A lot of the storm goes down on the Rusty Arrows. Also, they should be damaged very heavy. Yeah, this was a good one. You can see now the Greenskin infantry will break up really fast. Black Orcs, you can see this was a unit of Black Orcs. They get massacred from Chosen. This is no problem. Also, this will break up very fast. The Chosen don't care if there is another unit of Black Orcs. Also, they are able to clean that up. Also here, they get overwhelmed, so the Spiggins are not able to fight against 2 units Chosen and 1 unit Chaos Marauders. They will also get massacred really fast. But you can see here on the left side, he managed it to, yeah, my Swords of Chaos are very heavily damaged actually. And the performance of the Orc Boy Biggins, at least 2 units of course, is really good against the Swords of Chaos. Really good performance. You can see it took a lot of damage. Now you can see it's a big advantage to bring our Lord on the Wyvern, because I have we have one spot here, one spot here, one spot here, where my units are fighting, and he can now cycle charge over and over. I have no chance to get him. So you can see he constantly shoot with his Goblin Archers on my front line, but they will make no damage. These guys are useless. Never bring them against heavy armored Chaos units. Only the Rusty Arrows have really performed really well. You can see I saw that with my colleague. Hunt directly his Orc Warbos, but he's very fast, you can see. Take off and fly away. No chance to get him. You can see my Swords of Chaos are so much damage. The Orc by Biggins made a lot of damage to them. So a group of Black Orcs are fighting now here my Chosen. But as I said, Chosen are very able to kill a group of Black Orcs. You can see everything is routes here. I cleaned everything up over here. I have a huge amount of units over here, so it's very overwhelmed. And now it's very important. You can see over here, Chosen are still actually fighting this unit of Goblin Archers to get behind the front line to kill the Goblin Archers, even if they are not making a huge amount of damage. But if they are constantly shooting on the Kolek, also will adds up, and it's important to clean it up. So I use my Chaos Warhounds to chase out routing units, and of course to kill these rusty arrows. I will attack them. Now my Chosen are joining over here to at least clean up everything over here. But his Orc Warber, as you can see, he's constantly cycle charge, and this is the best thing you can do, because it's a lot of mobility. If you have a flying unit, a flying lord, you can see I'm going to attack him with my Kolek, but he's very fast. So he goes out now and fly away, and I have no chance to get him. Very good over here from my opponent. So here also no chance. The Chosen will clean everything up. Still some units left. But also the Chosen are very able to hit the Orc Warboys really heavy. So even if he cycle charges, he makes a lot of charge damage, of course. But overall, if he's staying in melee combat, they will damage him also very much. So it's not like this that he will not get any damage. He will also get a lot of damage from that. So I was able to clean everything up over here. You can see the kills of the Chosen is huge. 100 kills nearly. But I was a little bit disappointed of the Swords of Chaos. You can see the performance of the Orc Barbarians was very good. Even, of course, there were 2 units, but a very good performance against the Swords of Chaos. But they made a lot of damage, a lot of kills also. 70 kills, also very good. But as I said, I prefer Dragon Ogre because you have a lot of more mobility in that build. And you need a lot of mobility because the amount of units is so small. You need a lot of mobility against a very huge amount of Greenskin units. As all of you know, they are really cheap. They have a huge amount of units. And it's very important to have a lot of mobility to kill out missile infantry and stuff. But it's not a problem if he, as I said, the Chosen are very able to take charge damage even if they get sandwiched from behind from Orc Barbarians. It's no problem for them. They're able to clean it up. So thank you. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to my opponent. As I said, he's a really good player, high ranked on ladder, and I played several times against him. And sometimes he wins, sometimes I win, and there's always a lot of fun. It was a really good game. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. And let me know what you think, of course, always. And yeah, have a nice day. Thank you.